I'm at Knitting and Stitching Show. I'm going to take you with me on certain segments of the day. And here is London, looking resplendent in the sunshine. I hope you can see some of that. But I'm going to take you in and, well, I hope to remember to do some footage. And I'll catch up with you a bit later.
With all areas of your sewing, so you can use it to catalogue your fabrics so you don't forget what you've got in your stash. You can also catalogue your patterns, which is really handy when you're out and about, you see a nice fabric, you're like, what can I use this for? You can quickly check your selection, and it also means you don't buy the same pattern twice. We have a boo if you've got the same pattern twice. Boo. Maybe one or two. It's happened to me, it's really annoying. It's very easy to do with PDFs. You can also catalogue all your Notion.
Quick piece to camera, as I didn't film anything inside, but well, very little, but amazing day. And thank you for Alexandra Palace for another amazing knitting and stitching show. For me today was more about seeing friends than it was purchases, but I did make a few purchases naturally, but not many, so well reserved, very reserved today. So I look forward to sharing that with you when I get back home. But London is looking resplendent right now, very, very nice. So maybe I'll share some footage with you on the way home. But yeah, another great show and lots of great friends. Although my feet don't really need to walk any further, this is the queue for the bus. So I'm going to head on down to the this train station by foot. It's about a 15-minute walk, but look at that sky. So I'm going to make the most of it and yeah, get walking. Bye, Alexandra Palace. Hello everybody, it's Cara here and I am so mad, and I thought I'd just do things a little bit differently today and slice in for you at the beginning the bits of footage that I captured at the Knitting and Stitching Show. I'm now on Sunday, so I've had a full day in between and a little bit of chance to recover, but I am looking very Sunday-ish because it's a Sunday. Oh, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time at Knitting and Stitching Show. As I said in my tiny amount of footage that I took, it was really about seeing friends, and I didn't really go, I'm just going to have a sip of tea, didn't really go with the intention of making any major purchases, not least because the last video that I filmed for you, I literally said I wasn't going to the Knitting and Stitching Show because I had just bought some lovely fabrics from Cloth Control and therefore definitely didn't need to buy any. So, but what are you going to do when an opportunity comes to go to a show? And I really wanted to see the lovely Angela and Bex and Adele and Sam and Mandy and loads more. And Katie from Whatever Katie Sews. So my husband's just got home, so it's slight chaos on the background there. So yeah, I didn't want to miss out on the chance to catch up with some dear friends. So I did very last minute decide to go to the Knitting and Stitching Show, and a lovely time we had too. Before I share with you the contents of my little bag here, I will just say the last bit of footage I leave you as if I'm going to stroll off into the distance and go down the hill in the lovely sunshine. Completely got my bearings wrong. I was at the wrong end of Alexandra Palace to walk down the hill, which was down a hill, to get to the station. I was then advised to catch a bus, which wasn't the free bus that took me down to the station, was actually taking me to Finsbury Park. So basically got Alexandra Palace station. You then are on the train just for a few moments to Finsbury Park, and you change at Finsbury Park to get onto a train, and then I have to change again, etc, etc. So I jumped on a bus because it did say Finsbury Park, which was great, and I thought, well, I might as well just skip out Alexandra Palace. Little did I know that the W3 decided to terminate itself. So basically the bus with all the people on it, 1.5 miles from the train station, stopped and said it wasn't going any further. And then 1.5 miles walk from the station. So I started walking it. I'm in London. Luckily it's a nice part of London, but nonetheless I've been at a show all day. I've got a bag of stuff on my shoulder and I really just want to get home. So I ended up walking to the train station, and luckily a lady behind me I was on the phone to my husband sort of saying, I can't believe I've got to walk 1.5 miles to get to the station. She heard me and sort of walked past me very quickly, sort of near running, saying, actually there is a W3 coming, let's run to the bus station. So we then run to the bus station and did get onto a bus. But oh my word, what an adventure. I did of course eventually make it home. But I did see the lovely, lovely girls. Let me put the picture in here. Just such great fun. And we were all doing different things across the day. So Angela was there for a shorter amount of time than the rest of us because she was doing something with her family that weekend. And then Adele Bex had already been there a number of hours by the time I got there, because I wanted to get a cheaper train, so it meant I didn't get there until about midday basically. So I really only had a few hours with everybody, and then only about another hour or so after everybody else had gone. But there was plenty of enough time to have walk around, and I shared a little bit of footage at the beginning. But yeah, these lovely ladies, just mwah, amazing. And if you're one of the very many people that came up and said hello, genuinely, that means the world to me. I just love it. And you all talk to me as if we've known each other for a long time, which is just joyous. Of course, we've actually never met. Some of the people that, came up and said hello. There was a very beautiful French lady, and she was wearing an Atlas blouse from Maison Fauve, so we exchanged a few moments of conversation about our love of Maison Fauve, and it was just glorious. So thank you if you were brave enough, really, I suppose, to come and say hello, but not brave because I'm just me, and me talking to you through the lens of the camera right now is how I would be if you met me, and you'll know that if you come and said hello. So just joyous. Before I take you through my purchases and my Sunday hair, no, I'm not talking you through that, you will have spotted that I have made up the See You at 6 dog fabric that I got on a D-Stat. I just love this fabric, it just makes me smile. And this is one of my winter favourites. This is the Nina Lee South Bank. Absolutely certain you'd have all seen this many times. Yeah, this is just a favourite of mine. I haven't worn it out the house yet, but I only just made it, so but I will. Yeah, I will. This is exactly what I want to be wearing in the winter months, and more on that in a video to come very soon. Actually, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my winter favourites. So what did I buy? I have to say it was quite cute. In the morning I thought, well, I'm going to take a lunch with me, just sort of a simple picnic, and I just reached for a bag, and this is actually an original Sew Over It bag. It's actually signed by Lisa there. I don't think you can see that, which is I thought it was quite ironic actually. Obviously Lisa Comfort doesn't own Sew Over It anymore, but I just thought it was quite ironic that was the tote bag that my hand fell upon. So in here, as I say, I was very reserved, and in fact this video possibly will be very short, but it's just a short catch up from me. But animal print denim is everywhere. It's very much started by or influenced by the fabric godmother Ace denim, which I have seen in person. It is absolutely glorious, but I have recently bought some denim, well, sort of stretch denim, haven't I, in a sort of khaki colour, but I just couldn't help myself. And then I walked into the show, and almost straight ahead of me was Rainbow Fabrics, who were doing a drop of animal print denim. So it was going to be really hard to resist. They had a number of different types of denim to choose from, and actually I think this is more like a cotton twill if I'm honest, but it does behave like a denim. but oh my goodness, look at that. I just love it. Oh. So this is a dead stock fabric. It's actually got quite a lot of stretch to it, which is quite nice, just in one direction. It is a dead stock fabric, so by the time this comes out to you, it is highly unlikely they've got it. But do head over to their website. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but actually lots of my friends are. So Rachel from the French Seams, she's got a code that you can use. Adam from Adam Sews, he's got a code you can use. The lovely Northern Soul sisters, Ruan and Tamlin, definitely have got a Rainbow Fabrics code. I'm bound to be missing someone, so I apologise if I have missed you. They are the ones, oh, and also Jen Legs Sews, I think her name is. I've forgotten now. She's got a code. So please, when you're heading over to the website, check out one of their codes that you can use, because normally they've got a 20% off or something. So I'd hate you to miss out on that. But this is just divine. And I was with, who was I with? I think I was with Bex actually, and she said you're going through and Adele, they both said you're currently going through a cream phase, which is a really new phase to me, by the way, but has taken me by storm. I'm looking around and almost nothing I'm looking at is cream. I know this has got a cream background, obviously, but I wanted to buy a fabric that I thought was going to be the most, or an animal print, sorry, that I thought would be the most wearable of the range that they had. And they were all lovely, absolutely lovely, slightly different thicknesses, different colours, all on a sort of a tonal theme actually. But I just thought this would go particularly well with all of the cream things that I've been making most recently. So I am going to hold off on this for a moment because, as you know, I'm still making the Recife trousers from Maison Fauve. I haven't had a chance to make them yet, but I'm going to make them first, wear them first, and then I'm going to decide on whether I'm making Thea's or Recife trousers. That's my plan anyway, but I'm really looking forward to making something in those. That's just beautiful. And that was £12 a metre. And then also on the same Rainbow Fabric store, I just couldn't resist this because it's such a staple fabric. And again, this is a cotton twill, this one, and it's just a really lovely deep khaki. Again, I thought it was a really good colour scheme for me, and again goes really well with the cream theme that I'm developing. I do genuinely want to have a coordinating wardrobe, and I do have a coordinating wardrobe, and as you'll know, there's sort of different colour blocks within that. So I've gone through a red phase, I'm going through a cream phase, but I also have a lot of colour in my wardrobe. You'll know that from over the years. So I'm really chuffed, but I just thought this was a really nice sort of neutral basic, and it's super soft actually. Rainbow, I'm waffling. Rainbow Fabrics do have mostly dead stock fabrics. I hope this is on their website. If it isn't, I apologise, but it's lovely and soft, and that was only £10 a metre actually. So that will also be trousers of some description. Yeah, so that's really exciting. Sorry, just moving my chair there. And then I actually, for the first time ever, I actually went with a list of what I needed. 2 seconds, hang on. Oh. And on my list was cotton. I needed some cotton, and I actually would love to have got some new blades for my overlocker, but sadly the Brother Stand didn't sell them, which is a bit frustrating. So I actually went and got my list. So this is very boring, isn't it? But I got some black cotton, not surprisingly, some cream cotton, and because I'm going to be making, I hope that's the right colour, maybe a bit bright actually, I'm going to be making some aubergine trousers. I'm just looking, I'm doing this because the aubergine fabric is just up on the shelf up there. Yeah, it's a little bit brighter, but it'll be okay, that's fine. And then on the same stand, I thought I would they were doing a deal on needles. So I got 3 packs of needles. So I got some Microtex needles, some stretch needles, and some universal needles. I do not change the needles in my machine as frequently as I should, so now I've got no excuse. And then actually the final purchase I made was some labels. It's a lovely company I'd never heard of before, had the most exquisite range of labels on her stand. So her company is called Two Stitches, and I bought this. It says, "Yes, I made it." I just think that is absolutely beautiful, really stunning. That was £5. She did have a good deal on actually, on the labels. There was one for £5 or 5 for £20, but I didn't need more than one, and I just thought that was really nice. And as you'll have seen, probably Maison Fauve have just released a new collection of fabrics, and they are very kindly sending me this fabric. Let me put a screenshot in. It's an absolutely stunning jacquard fabric, and I'm going to be making a dandelion coat or jacket. Again, I'll put the stock photo in here, and I intend to put this patch on as part of, probably on the back waistband, as part of that, to feature that. So that was really nice. Or now Angela and I were on the Little Rosy Cheeks stand. Very hard not to buy a label. Sorry for the rustling a second. Oh, her labels are absolutely divine. And I saw something that I've never seen before. Let me just get them out. So I've got a choice of labels that I could use actually. So Angela and I decided to buy one each, a pack each, and then because they came as a pack of 2. And these are really cute. So these are metal. I hope you can see that. It says handmade on it, and it's actually metal. So you obviously pierce it through the fabric. So if you imagine on a bag or on the bottom of a coat, and then you sort of pinch it to keep it in there. And that was £5.50 for 2, which I thought was really good value. So we bought, so there was two of those in the pack, but then Angela and I decided to choose, and we chose it's got an iridescent handmade on it. I hope you can see that okay. And that's absolutely stunning. Same principle. So you pierce it through your fabric and use this to keep it there. So that's a really nice memento of our day. So Angela and I have got one of this one and one of this one, because we split our packs together. And lovely lady from Little Rosy Cheeks, she gave everybody who did a purchase a nice little label there as well. So I think that was quite reserved really. And actually this time around I don't think there was more that I would have bought, just because I had recently bought quite a lot of fabric. I'm looking at my fabric shelves there. I've got 1, 2, 3 shelves of fabric. It's a little bit chaotic right now. It's just not very tidy. And there's a lot of fabric on there. It's not obscene, but it's a lot. And some of it is non-seasonally relevant now, and the last 2 shelves are always just remnants. So I didn't want to go mad on it. I'm really pleased with the fabrics I bought from Cloth Control recently, and I did make up a blouse to wear to the show, which actually, let me grab it. I will put a photo or the footage of me talking to camera, but I decided, because I had literally only decided in the afternoon, I think, of the Thursday, that I was definitely going. I was messaging Katie and Angela and Bex and so on, just to see if they were still going. And then I decided I want to make a long sleeve tompette. Now, I've been talking about the long sleeve tompette blouse from Maison Fauve a lot, and I've got 2 fabrics that I am going to be making the tompette out of, and then suddenly out of the blue I'm like, no, I need a cream satin tompette blouse. So I nipped over to Cloth Control, which is now dangerously only 15 minutes away from where I work in Bexhill after work, and bought this amazing satin. This was £8.99 a metre. I literally said to the owner very quickly, I said, I just need a a drapey cream fabric, and she got out 3 or 4. And she said, oh, this might be a bit heavyweight. I said, yeah, but it's actually a winter weight blouse that I'm after. So I was really pleased with how this came out. I love the detailing here. You've got pleats either side. I did make a mistake on this side because I sewed it very quickly, but it's come out really well. I also changed the sleeves. We've got a beautiful cuff detail, just a standard Maison Fauve cuff, but I wanted just to add some elastic, so I didn't add the cuff piece. I literally just turned this up twice and popped some elastic into the cuff, just for ease of wear really. And I did really love my outfit. So I've got the Tompette blouse, I've got the Metropolis jacket on here, and my Recife trousers. So I was fully decked out in Maison Fauve. I did a sort of Instagram story about that, and it was really sweet. Lots of people, it was really lovely. Loads of people said how lovely it looked. And I'm really pleased with how this has come out. Why would I do that to myself? Why would I suddenly just make a blouse at ridiculous o'clock? And it turns out actually that the Northern Lights were actually visible on Thursday night. So here I am trying to make a blouse for the show on Friday, and then the Northern Lights turn up. So my friends were telling me, go outside, have a look, go have a look. I'm like, I've got a blouse to finish. So at 9:30 at night, and my husband was already in his pajamas because he's just vegging out. So darling, I'm driving out, I'm going to go and find the Northern Lights. So let me put a picture of those in as well. Talk about a varied video. Yeah, just stunning. I've put several pictures in here. So I didn't get a chance to finish this blouse, so I'd made it other than hemming it. So then I hemmed it at 7:30 in the morning before I went to the show. So that's the sort of crazy thing we do. Just noticed I got makeup on the inside of this. That's frustrating. Never mind, one of those things. So yeah, I'm super pleased with how this came out. So I hope you enjoyed a very quick video from me today, just taking you through my purchases and yeah, just what I got up to. And once again, many thanks for all your support of my channel. I really do appreciate it. Edging closer to the ever big number. I am filming ahead of schedule, so I might have hit that number by the time this video comes out, but if I haven't, could you help me get there? I'm really close to 10,000 subscribers, and I don't think talk about the number of viewers I have, but I appreciate every single one of you. And if you could share my video with your sewing friends, then I would really appreciate that, because I'd love my content to go to those who are just as passionate about sewing as I am. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I love to hear from where you are in the world, and I hope to see you again. Well, definitely will see you again next week. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.